Monkey Man is a movie I didn't really have on my radar, but one that I eventually gained interest in. So many people were talking about this movie and were giving it rave reviews, so I knew I had to check it out. So, is this movie worth the hype? No, not really. Monkey Man is a movie I actually found myself having a good time with at first, but later ended up being entrapped by its boredom. I know a lot of people really like this movie, so before you go in the comments and tell me how wrong I am, I want to say this. I do not hate this movie. There are many other movies this year that I have seen that are much worse than this, but I didn't really have a good time with this movie either. Allow me to explain myself as we dive into Monkey Man. This is the part where I would usually briefly summarize the plot of the movie, but this film has a surprisingly simple story, so I'll keep this super brief. Basically, it's the plot of John Wick, but replace a dead dog with a dead mom. There's obviously more to the story of this movie, but nothing that major. I've noticed recently a rise in John Wick style movies, with Nobody being another example. And out of all the John Wick likes, none of them ever fully recreate the energy of the first two John Wick movies. Even more recent entries in the John Wick franchise have struggled to keep up with the greatness of the first two. And so now we have Monkey Man, who's here to take a shot at John Wick's crown with very little success. Before I get into the negatives, I want to talk about what I actually like about the movie, to hopefully avoid any comments saying that I just hate everything. The beginning of this movie is genuinely genius, with setting up an interesting world and characters, and also featuring fun action and stunning cinematography. I'm not fully familiar with the works of Dev Patel, but I do like his style out of the few movies of his that I have seen. Where my problems with the movie really start is right around the middle section of the film, where the main character does the obligatory training montage, which he does in this sort of village. Once he arrives at the village, the movie takes a severe nosedive in quality and becomes incredibly boring and poorly paced. And the bad part about this is that this part in the village is the main bulk of the movie. The last part of the movie does pick up after the village, but never reaches the highs of the first section. And by the time you reach the cool action again, the movie is pretty much over and you're left wanting more, and are not satisfied with your viewing. Let me be clear that I don't think this is necessarily a bad movie. It's extremely flawed in its execution, but I could see how people would like this considering there is some genuine innovation in this film. I really want to like this movie, but I just can't ignore the massive flaws it has. In summary, Monkey Man is a movie that could have been so much more, but ends up falling incredibly short of the greatness of its predecessors. If you like Monkey Man and disagree with me, then that's okay. I understand where you're coming from. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and don't let me discourage your enjoyment of this movie, but it just wasn't for me. That's all I got for now. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and hit that bell icon to be notified for whenever I make a new video. The next review should be Children of the Sun, so if you're interested in that, or interested in supporting the channel more, then turn on notifications and check out my other videos. Okay, that's it. Bye.